Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and this is my 31 days of horror movie reviews. And I just got back from the theaters after seeing Terrifier 3. Can you believe they've made 3 of these goddamn movies? It is a 2024 film. Obviously, it is written and directed once again by Damien Leone. And what can I really say about Terrifier 3 that might be different or might be something you weren't expecting? This movie is as bloody, is as violent, and as disgusting as you've probably already heard and what you probably would come to expect. It's funny though, because I went with a buddy of mine and the two of us were talking about it after the film. Because I walked away saying, I didn't find it as disgusting as I did the second movie. The second movie seemed like it raised the bar with the violence and just the torture porn aspect. And my friend said, no, no, no. There was a large amount of gore and dismemberment and people being torn apart and ripped apart. That's all here. In fact, it happens more than it did even in the second movie. And the more he was talking about it, I said, yeah, you're right. There is a lot of that in this movie. So it's not so much of it's less. The second movie was more shocking. The second movie was like, oh, fuck, we're going there, right? Like, we are amping up everything to whereas you're going into this third one, now you're expecting it. Now you're sort of mentally prepared that, like, this is what you're going to get. And so, believe me, if you watch this and you go, what the fuck is he talking about? This is worse or this is more fucked up. Yes, definitely. But I guess I was just mentally more prepared for this, and so it didn't seem as shocking, even though there were a couple of kills, probably 3 or 4 right off the bat that I can sort of point to and go, yeah, that was pretty fucked up. And oh yeah, that moment, when I think back, was really, really fucked up. So the story it takes place 5 years after the Halloween massacre from the second film, and we're following Sienna, that character, who has been in and out of the mental hospital, and like people are sort of debating on whether or not what happened to her actually happened to her. And you see her relationship with her brother, Jonathan, being very broken and just very all over the place. And she's all fucked up from the events. And I think the biggest takeaway is that, man, when you're a main character that survives one of these horror movies, if they put you in the sequel, you're going to be fucked up. It's almost makes you wonder, is it worth surviving a horror movie? Because the Sienna character was very fucked up mentally and clearly will not be able to get past everything that she is going through. You see that she moved in with her uncle and his wife and their daughter. So the girl, Gabby, very much like kind of wanting to be like her and all that stuff. So that's the family dynamic. On the other end, you have Art the Clown. Doing what he does best. And if you're here just to watch Art the Clown, kill as many people as maybe possible, even more kills than any other of the other movies. This film is over 2 hours long, so you get plenty of Art the Clown kills. Was it overkill? Yes, this movie did not need to be over 2 hours long. This could have been 90 minutes and that would have been fine. 80 minutes probably would have been just fine because the kills, fine, sure, the kills are there. I will say that the makeup effects, the practical effects, I appreciate that they are practical. There is no CGI that I can really be sure of or that I could spot by my eyes. It seemed like, yeah, this was all sort of in your face, and a lot of it, I was trying to figure out, like, how are they getting away with this much gore? How can they show this much dismemberment and not be rated X or NC-17 or like, because I remember past horror movies having to cut stuff out, having to cut down and trim down their kills to get the rated R. But yet this movie, Terrifier, can really show everything and have no issues. The Sienna character, I'm going to mention Lauren Laveria, if I said her name right. I like her. I do. I mean, sure, it helps that she's super attractive, yes. But I like the fact that she's a character that has survived this, because every other character from every other Terrifier movie or anyone that's interacted with Art the Clown, they all die. So I like that she's the one character that like maybe can match him or defeat him or knows enough about him. Sure, she's very broken as a character, but they tried to bring in some supernatural aspects to it, and my friend did not like that. He thought the supernatural stuff was some of the worst parts of it, and they clearly are leaning more into supernatural. And so if you don't like that, if you think that's all too much and too hard to get into, I understand. At this point, though, I'm just like, fuck it. That's what they're doing, so that's what they're doing. I know that this takes place around Christmas time, so that was weird to watch in October, a Christmas-themed horror movie, but it was different. I kind of appreciated seeing Art the Clown running around dressed as Santa Claus and being so into the Christmas spirit. Reminds me of Jack Skellington in some odd, fucked up way. There are things and aspects that I liked about this movie. There's a part of me that probably liked it a little more than Terrifier 2, but also I can't really bring myself to say this is a great movie or this is something that I would highly recommend, because I think if you're not cool with kids getting killed, then yeah, this movie isn't for you. This movie just doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And so I am waffling right now, currently in my head, on like, what am I going to give this? What rating should I give Terrifier 3? I'm going to come down with giving this a Netflix and chill.
Oh, yeah.
But believe you me, if you put this movie on when you have a lady friend in your apartment and you're like, hey, let's watch this Terrifier movie, holy fuck, she's going to think you're the weirdest fuck that she's probably ever been on a date with. So hopefully she's down with that. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if you too have seen Terrifier 3 or want to see it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.
These silent screams became a part of me. I'm moving past that. Please won't you free my soul? Can't hardly breathe in this society. I'm just a madman. Leave this real.